This video has been triggered by 3 negative experiences I have had with 3 different businesses in the past 2 or 3 weeks, and I will tell you how it went down, and you'll be the judge. Let me know what you think and how you feel about how those businesses conducted themselves. But before that, hey lovelies, it is I, Annette White, and today we are talking about the lack of proper customer service and communication etiquette in small businesses here in Kenya. And I'd like to show you what I'm wearing before we get to that on today's outfit of the day. And this is the outfit. If you have a black shirt, this is one of the many ways you can style it. I have paired it with black pants, accessorized it with a brown belt and brown high heels, and of course I have my watch, my rings, and my necklace. I will do more outfit inspirations throughout the week for shirts to wear to the office, so look out for that. But today we are going back to the conversation about customer service, so yeah, let's go back to that. Now, like I said before, there were 3 negative experiences. I will try and narrate all 3. I don't know if they're going to fit in this video, but if they don't, then we'll do a part 2. Yeah, 3 experiences. Let's start with number 1, which was, it happened today on Monday. It triggered this video because how are you guys doing businesses, by the way? This is very shocking. It is very shocking. So let's get to scenario number 1 or experience number 1. Yeah. So I see a business page on the socials. I like what they're selling. I check out their location and I plan to go to the location. I find myself there and I buy a few items, 3 items to be precise. And then there's a 4th item that I like, I have seen in their catalog, but they don't have it in the location, in the shop. So what do? I ask them, can they craft it for me? They're in the business of crafting items. And so they say, if I make an order, they can craft it and I can have it within 2-3 days. Fine. I pay for my 3 items and I pay for the order for the extra item. And of course, I'll wait for the 3 days. Yeah. We exchange numbers and I'm promised by the attendant, when the item is ready, they will give me a call. Cool. I go about my day. A few days, 3 or 4 days lapse, and I call to just find out, because I've not received a call, I just call to find out, is the item ready? No one picks my call. Cool, fine. You could be busy. At the end of the day, no one returns my call. Weird, right? You're in business, you're not picking people's calls, and you're not returning people's calls, and you're in business. Fine, no worries. You know what I do? I go to the location. The shop is closed. And I'm like, hey, okay. Again, business people are also human beings. Things could happen. Emergencies happen. You know, this is life. I have to be gracious enough to understand that life happens. So I wait it out. I'd go about my day. I travel. I come back a week later and I call again. No one picks up. I find myself in the vicinity of that location. The shop is still closed. I ask around the neighboring businesses. Have these people been opening? And then I'm informed by the neighboring businesses that, you know, they opened late sometimes and sometimes they don't open. And I'm like, hey, okay, if you're going through a crisis as a business, I would like to know when I can get my item that is being crafted or was crafted for me and that I paid for. And so I go back to the socials and write a DM to the socials. Hey, I made an order, when can I expect it? Because I've been coming to your shop, it's closed and no one is picking my calls. Then I am made aware through the DM that they are going through some restructuring and, you know, they're making a few changes, and they will let me know when I can have the item. Cool. That's done. I was given a day, Monday. So I wait it out. That Monday passes, another week passes, and I'm like, hey, these people, it's like they'll never ever reach out to me. So let me do the reaching out, since anyway, I made the commitment. I call the number again, no one picks. And so I'm like, the next time I'm planning to go to that location, I will have to visit that shop. And so I think the 3rd time, which was today, Monday, I visit the shop and voila, it's open, but there's a different attendant. Yeah. And so I inform this attendant, I'm coming to pick my item that was crafted for me about a month plus ago. This lady does not know what I'm talking about. So they call the other attendant that was there. And the other attendant, now this is where the story gets interesting. Hold your horses. Yes. The other attendant claims that I did not pay for any order. I did not make any order. And so the item was not crafted. Yes. So I've been waiting a month plus for nothing. I've been calling these people since the other time, 3 days that I was told. So is it a coincidence that my calls have not been picked all this time? And yet I was gracious enough to say, you know what, we are human beings. Anything could be happening to the persons running the business. But now the tables have changed. The story is different. Apparently, I've been following up for something that I did not pay and I did not even make an order. Now, I asked this lady, if I did not pay and make an order, would I be following up for over a month for something that I had no investment in? The 1st and 2nd time you guys did not pick my calls, I would have sourced the item from another place, another provider. But because I had made an investment here, a financial investment here, and more so, I was told within 2 to 3 days it was going to be ready. I was expecting it to be ready. So I go back to the socials and do another DM. Yo, I've been in this shop, da 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 da. I give the whole story. And the conversation is now it's my word against the attendant, because the attendant says I only paid for the items that I took. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in your opinion, how are you feeling about that story so far? How would you be feeling that you've been waiting for a whole month plus, and someone comes and turns the story around that number one, you did not even pay, and so the order is not made? So, first and foremost, I will not mention the name of the business. I am not here to shame or slander anyone's name or any business name. If they're going to learn their lesson, they're going to learn their lesson in their own way. Okay? I am here to share tips and things to avoid so that you don't lose customers in your business. Now, the lessons from this whole story is some of us open businesses. We are very smart, we are very innovative, we are seeing a problem and we can come up with a solution and, fill the gap in the market. But we are forgetting very fundamental things, putting structures for your business so that however many employees you will employ in your business model, your structures remain the same. Your company, your business is known for a specific thing, regardless of how many employees come and go. This is what is failing very many businesses in this Nairobi. Lack of proper customer service. You invest, you take a loan, you borrow money, you take your savings, you buy stock, you take a shop, you do a lot of marketing, but you're not training your employees in customer service. And so, every time a customer comes, there's a 95% chance of them not coming back. And let me tell you something, if you listen to people who've been in business for the longest time, the gurus of business, and I'll give you a very good example. Look at Safaricom in the days of Bob Colimo. Yeah? Safaricom was very customer-centered. Yeah? It was the needs of the customer. The product that we're having, is it beneficial to the customer? Can we listen to the customer? Safaricom will call you dear 77 times. And they will always introduce themselves. And it grew, and it grew, and it grew because customer service was top-notch. Over and above the products that they have. And so, when you go to Imenti House, when you go to Sasa Mall, when you go to Sawa Mall, when you go to Moi Avenue, that whole street where there are so many shops, yeah, you find 1 year, 2 years, there was this business here, it closed down. There was this business here, went for 2, 3 years, closed down. Some of the reasons is not because of lack of capital, lack of a good location and all that. It's because you're missing out on customer service. Now, if you treat your employees and your customers right, you don't need so much marketing to bring in new customers. The old customers will market for you for free. You treat your customers right, they will market for you for free. You treat your employees right, your customers will never complain. So there are those two things. Train your employees and make your customers happy. And you don't have to spend anything when it comes to marketing. Now, do you have time for scenario number 2? Let me know in the comment section. What would you do? What are the lessons that you've gotten from that? And what would you do as a customer and as a business owner? What would you do differently as a business owner? And how would you react as a customer? I think we don't have time to do the whole other experiences that I had. I'll do a part 2. And so see you in the next video.